I want to give a shout out to our team because Riley Davis and Matt Moderno were on the BYU Clemson preview and recap this week. And look, I think our team is always amazing. If you and I weren't even involved in this and this channel existed without us, I would watch everything on it and listen to it every day. We've got great contributors, but Riley Davis and Matt Moderno, I listened to the preview of this game. They did a great job. I looked at the comments. They were getting a bunch of love from people like, hey, I haven't seen Matt before. And oh, we need Riley on more BYU stuff. And then this game becomes a classic between BYU and Clemson. And they did a 25-minute recap the night of the game. Like normally, none of us do recaps the night of the game. But I think Matt and Riley realized this was such a cool game. They wanted to get it up quick. And shit, they did 2.5 times the amount they're supposed to do on it. So I listened to the recap this morning. Those guys did a great job. And if you are somebody was in the comments like, who are these guys? It's Matt and Riley, and they crushed it. And go watch it if you're a BYU fan. But I made sure that you and I got one BYU related topic so we could share our own thoughts on this game as well. KY had a quote after BYU's comeback and the turnaround he saw from his team. Kevin Young said this in the post game quote, I thought it was just the look in their eye got different. I thought we were kind of blank and a little lifeless in the first half, honestly. I challenged the guys to come out more with a competitive spirit. I thought it showed its head more on the glass. They hurt us quite a bit. That's a big, strong, physical team. I thought our guys responded. Just our trench warfare mentality was much better in the second half. End quote. Said their look in the eye was different from one half to the other. This has been, I think, a consistent issue for BYU this year. You think back to the UConn game, they got blitzed in the first half. They had a furious comeback late and lost by 2. It wasn't enough. They've had some slow starts in other games that they've overcome in the second half. So, do you think Kevin Young is right, first of all? Was it just a different look that got this team going? And what do they do with that going forward?
So I think it was. I especially noticed it on the defensive end, to be honest with you, at first. I thought there was a little bit more competitive edge on that end and then leading to offense. Also, can I single out an eye in this discussion?
Please.
Because he talked about like the look in their eyes changing. Um, the look in AJ's eyes was for sure different. That eye was different. Those sets of eyes were special. Those sets of eyes look like number one draft pick eyes. No ocean eyes, word of Billie Eilish. But like it was it started with him on both ends of the floor, and I did think the rest of the team fed off that in that spot in that situation. I will say that.
Yeah. So I think they're right. Like this seems accurate to me from what I saw. And look, I got the 4 screen setup going last night. You and I knew we had 3 other recaps we were on. The reason we didn't sign up for the BYU one was it was simultaneously with other games we were watching. So I'm not gonna half-ass it. I'm gonna watch the games I got to do recaps on and kind of peripherally pay attention to BYU. But of course, when they're erasing a 20-point deficit, like it's gonna get my attention. I'm gonna start paying a little more attention to that one. And AJ's second half was spectacular. The Rob Wright moment at the end was just fun and there's something about a great point guard at Madison Square Garden. This team in big moments is always going to be a team I believe in. Here's my thing. From what I saw, it's very real. They were just flat. It was like, ah, shit, playing bad. I mean, in the second 10 minutes of the first half here, Cart, they got outscored 28-6. There's zero excuse. I don't even care about the want to, like defensively or on the boards. Zero excuse this BYU team should ever score 6 points in 10 minutes. That's unacceptable for who these guys are. So, like, okay, it's good to know you're down 21 at half to an NCAA tournament team. It's very good to know at this point that BYU can be facing those types of circumstances and just be like, oh, you know what? Let's turn it on. That's awesome. They've proven that now in like 5 different games. Here's my problem. Why the
Mm.
hell can't they open games like that?
Yeah, because unfortunately, with all due respect to Clemson, if you do this against certain Big 12 teams, if you do this in the NCAA tournament, that is going to end up being, you're going to get to the end of the game and didn't think I get to this point, but word to JoJo, it might just be a little bit too late, too
Well, it's a
little too late.
loss. It's a loss. They lost to UConn. It's a loss.
Yeah.
And again, like Richie was awful pretty much this whole game, right? Moo Davis couldn't hit a shot. Rob Wright hit the big one late, but did not exactly have his best stuff tonight. Like the reason they won this game was AJ and Rob's big shot, of course. But and they covered in the recap well. This was just a wow performance from AJ Debonsa. Not taking anything away from him, he's incredible. I think you and I have also touched on this though in recent weeks, Cart. Why doesn't he do this for 40 minutes?
I don't know. I don't. I really can't like picture it. And I saw someone having, or I was it was either like I saw the discourse happening, but I also like kind of halfway paid attention to it. It was something about like trying to give more credit to the fact that like BYU and KY like takes this NBA mentality where like he can like make adjustments and see what's happening and like make things go on the fly. I would also just want to know like if he's able to, why can't we just do that from the start? This team is, I think to your point, this team is capable of having fast starts. They don't have to put themselves in holes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I just don't know. I don't know what to do with it cuz like it's objectively amazing. I enjoyed watching it, right? I think AJ's second half was the best individual half the players had in the sport this year. Like that seemed like it transcended even like some of the boozer halves we've seen, right? That was just spectacular, and he willed them to a win. And as much as it was shot making card, it was competitive feistiness, right?
Mhm.
AJ Debonsa was the guy who got the different look in his eye. AJ Debonsa was the guy who said, I'm going to pass, I'm going to defend, I will not lose this game. And for all the criticisms of AJ, I feel like he gets held to a higher standard than Peterson and Boozer for some reason as like the unserious guy, the non-competitor. He's as much of a competitor, if not more of a competitor than Peterson. And he's right there with Boozer. And for me, I just don't understand why it goes on and off.
Mhm.
I don't understand why he can't come out of the gates with the same intensity. And it's unfair to come out of this game and be like, why didn't you do it? Because it was so good. But he did this against UConn too. He did this in multiple games at the Disney event. Like, and I think I framed it after the Disney event. Like, when are we going to get to the point when we're like, why can't we get perfect you?
Mhm.
To me, perfect him is not even if shots go in. It's just, are you aggressive like that for 40 minutes instead of 20? And do you think that is a Kevin Young problem to solve? Do you think it's an AJ Debonsa issue just himself? Do you think it will ever get fixed?
I think it starts with KY. I think it starts with KY because I think that, and this is no slight to him as a coach, but I think there's certain things that he's doing that are condoning like that being okay.
Okay, like what? Any ideas?
The fact that this team is four deep,
Yeah,
five deep, sorry.
that's so true. It's not like there's ever any threat. Like, whatever you do, you're still going to be on the floor.
And also like this is the negative side of an NBA type coach.
Yeah,
There is a little bit of like, yeah, it's a full game. Go like, okay, go work yourself in.
just be a little lackadaisical. We don't have to value every possession. Yeah,
Yeah, like you figure it out. That's how but like, yeah, just go do you.
we're talented enough. We'll figure it out over 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. If you're a BYU fan, does that drive you crazy or do you just embrace that you're winning these close games?
it does. But Greg, can I ask you to tap into last year BYU for a second here?
Of course.
Not the same problem, but there was a problem for a large portion of the year. They fixed that problem. Probably in like the middle of Big 12 play, maybe the start of Big 12 play,
Early
led to
February.
turn
Yeah.
early February, and that worked out for the rest of the year. If they can figure this out, fix this slow start issue, we're back to the talks. We're back to figuring out what we're going to do with BYU with the Final Four.
The problem is that the way they figured it out last year was bench Cannon Catchings, take the ball away from freshmen, give to Richie.
Mhm.
This year's team will not be benching anyone because bench stink.
Okay.
This team will not be taking ball away from freshmen, give to Richie. Not going to happen.
No, no chance.
This team is solely going to ride the wave that is AJ Dembans. It just comes down to, are they going to get 40 minutes out of him instead of 20? Now they've proven they only need 20 to win games. But good Lord, can you imagine if they got 40?
If they get 40, then it's something stupid.
Also, do want to say this, if I'm AJ, he needs to start giving 40 to be the number one pick. He's not the projected number one pick right now. You want to get back there? Start being this aggressive for 40 minutes. Like,
You know what? He saw Cam Boozer give 20 last game. He said, I want to show you what my 20 look like.
I guess I wonder if it's ever going to get there. I really do. And if it's not, can I propose something?
Yeah,
I might have the fix to all this.
please.
So you know how we were at Big 12 Media Day and we were basically like, "Hey, what do you do in a tie game with 10 seconds left?"
Yeah.
And those three like looked at each other and didn't know what to say. And then, by the way, give credit to Richie. Richie called it. He said, "Well, I think we could do worse than just give the ball to Rob and let him figure it out." Tie game, 3 seconds left. What they do in this game? Give the ball to Rob, let him figure it out.
Yeah, but KY said he was the third option.
I know, but I don't buy it. Anyways,
Also, Rob owed us, by the way. Seal that bitch at the free throw line.
very true. I have my proposal on how this is how this works. Because I guess we haven't weighed in on this. Do you think AJ is going to start giving 40 full minute performances? I do not.
I do.
I think this is who he is, and you're going to get the second half, but not the first half all year.
Okay.
You disagree, that's fine. I hope you're right. Here's my proposal. Richie gets to be our first half. AJ gets to be our second half. Rob Wright gets to be our closer. Is that not perfect?
That is perfect. Is there any way we can arrange this where it's in the form of an Oreo?
I think that would require Richie to be the second half, though.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
like
we don't
middle
want.
high.
No, Richie's a first. Richie should every single game. This is my new goal. Card. I want 15 from Richie in the first half. I want 15 from AJ in the second half, and I want Rob Wright with the ball for the final three possessions.
Can we just cut Rob? If we cut Rob Wright out, is that possible?
Why would we cut Rob Wright out?
Because then it would just be like one of those black and white cookies.
No, no. I think what we're after. I think what we're after, card is a fudge stripe.
Oh, okay. That makes
Like
sense.
the base of this is Richie,
No,
and then there's
the
Drizzles.
base would be Moo. He's
Moo's
the
not.
bottom of the cook. He's the bottom. Don't
Moo's not
don't
here.
don't try to step over me when we're having a cookie discussion.
I understand, but you're misinterpreting the identity of these basketball players in cookie context.
Okay, talk to me on the fudge stripes.
Well, the base is Richie because Richie's going to start the game. Richie's going to get all the shots in the first half. That's our base. He gives us our foundation. Then we look
Mhm.
up and we're down two to Clemson.
Okay,
Then in the second half, Cart, we get the Dembans drizzle. The top of the fudge stripe is the best part of the fudge stripe. It's
okay.
the flashiest, the sexiest. It gets all the headlines. It's literally the stripe of the fudge. It's Dembans, and it gets the pizzazz, and it gets you 20 in the second half. But then quietly, Cart, you know what? Quietly has been pacing the fudge stripe cookie the whole time, and nobody ever talks about it. The layer of chocolate underneath it all. The last thing that hits your taste buds when you take that bite. The Rob Wright that closes the game.
I kind of get with that, and with that, BYU hoops. There's KY, and there's my guys. Let's hoop.